y'all. I'm going to show you how to do the dust jacket portion of the project to fulfill that call to action. Essentially, you're going to create like a dust jacket. A dust jacket is just like, you know how you have a hardcover book and there's like the cover of the book can like come off of it. That's what a dust jacket is. So a dust jacket, let me just actually look it up for y'all. It's this thing. This is the dust jacket. So I say dust jacket, it's kind of more like a poster or like the cover for a new book written by the character you are interviewing. So we are inferring again what the book that your character would write about their life, right? It's going to be kind of like an autobiography. So your dust jacket has to include like a major idea, either a major incident, a symbol, the character's name, and then like an advertising catchphrase. And then on the back side of it, I say backside quote unquote, or on a separate page in Canva or a Google Doc, you have to write a paragraph which just kind of summarizes what that book is about and like keep these things in mind. So let me show you the example that I have. So I made this example using Canva. Let me see. There we go. Using Canva. And this is like this is all of this is from the point of view of Harry Potter, because that's my example. So this is from the point of view of Harry Potter. Here is his name, right? He's the author, and his book is called Between Worlds. And I made it look like a newspaper because in Harry Potter, he's always in the news, whether it's typically because it's bad, like they're spreading rumors and lies about him. So this is kind of like his tell-all book. So like this being in the form of a newspaper, that was a symbolic choice. So that was that symbolism right there, like a major symbol. A major incident and idea in it. I know it is hard to see, but these are actual things that like happen kind of in the book. He's a wizard who grew up in a muggle world. Key issues with house elves and like getting the house elves to not like be like subservient to wizards, and then otherwise talking about the difference between pure blood wizards and like muggle born wizards, right? And I kind of said that in my last video. And then otherwise he gives this like, hey, like trust it, blah 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 blah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this little part right here was from the Canva itself that I used. I did not change it at all. But this part I did because I did want to add those things. This I thought was just cool. Otherwise, his name's on there. And then his advertising catchphrase is this right here, just the breaking news special edition. And then he's mimicking the Daily Prophet, which is like the Wizarding World newspaper. So like, oh, whatever, right? You got this. Okay, cool. And then on the back side, or I just did it on a separate page in a Google Doc. First, I made this using Canva. Okay, I made this using Canva. So with your Humble ISD account, you have access to an entire Canva, like everything in Canva. You have access to everything in Canva. So if you go to canva.com, I would say do the portrait or do the flyer. It's probably the easiest. I'm going to do like this one. And you can look up different templates. These are just my recently used because I was looking for it. But like there's a whole bunch of different templates. Like look at this. You could do this and make it like, ooh, that's the book. Ooh, here's the book. Ooh, here's the book. Just, you know what I mean? And just like edit that. And then I hit share. And I downloaded it as a PNG, or I would download it as a JPG or a PNG. You download it and then you go to your Google and you put insert image and it should pop up. Like you should just be able to pop it in there. And then, okay, so going on to the next part, writing that paragraph summary. And then just here's my paragraph summary. Like this is what his book would be about. Since weird thing that you may not know, but when people write autobiographies or they write, it's called a blurb. When you write a blurb about yourself, you do it in third person. So like if I was writing a blurb about literally myself, Ms.Rivera, I would be like, Ms.Rivera is a blah, 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 blah. You know, like in the back of the book where you get to see the picture of the author and it's like this author, da, 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 they live at home with their cat and they like playing video games. that's written by the author just in third person. They have to write it in third person. It's a very weird thing that people do, like in the writing and editing world, like when you become an author. But that's how they do it. So for this, I did write. This is still technically from Harry Potter's point of view, but it's his blurb, so he would write it in third person. I know this is like very meta, but that's just how it is. And so like this is what his book would be about. And then this is the cover for his book. So to do, oh gosh. Oh, okay. So to do this call to action portion of the rubric, right? Newscaster promotes a real life organization. Oh, that should not say that. Oh, wait. No, yes, it does. Yes, it is. Okay. So the newscaster promotes a real life organization that can promote change or the social issue. So, like, if I was talking, if I'm the newscaster, let's pretend I'm the newscaster real quick. I would promote, uh, an end for wizarding prejudices. So maybe I would say like, hey, go to like antiprejudicewizard.com. I don't know, right? You guys will have an actual organization. Does that make sense? If you're talking about bullying, if you're talking about mental health, if you're talking about child warfare, if you're talking about all of this stuff, right? You will actually have a real organization that real people can like actually go to do change. I am doing this over Harry Potter, so I literally do not have a real life organization. But you would. Otherwise, the character will promote their book. So at the very end, your character in the character interview, if I'm interviewing Harry Potter and he's already said he's answered all his questions and he showed his Instagrams of and text messages proving that he was credible to talk about his 3 questions, which are down here at the bottom. Um, then he'd be like, and you can read more about it in my book. Oh gosh, I gotta find it again. Okay, so he'd be like, you can read more about it in my book, Harry Potter Between Worlds, out this June. That's it. Like literally, like just saying that is the call to action, right? Telling people to go read your book. That's the call to action. And he's talking about this book, right? This is the book he's talking about. Does this all make sense? So this is all of these things are so that way you can get to that final project where you write it out. If you want to video it, I will give you that option. I just thought you guys would not want to video it. But if you do, let me know so I can give you the stuff for the video portion of it. But yeah, that is it for the book creation for the yeah, I'm just gonna end there. That's it for the book creation. Okay, good job. Goodbye.